Okay, this is a new area that we developed here at the dog warden's office. And this room is designed for people who come to adopt a dog, that they can get some time and spend a few minutes with the dog and check the dog out. Really, they would see the dog in the cage or in the kennel. Now they can actually come in and spend some time with the dog and see how the dog's going to be around the family, and then make the decision whether or not they want to adopt.
But that room never existed either before the renovation. Before, puppies used to have to stay in a cage all the time and could never get out. Now we can at least let them get out and run around in that room because it's isolated from the other dogs.
What happened was somebody found out that these were abandoned and
Are they beagles?
Yeah.
they're coonhounds. They're what? What's the matter?
Is that the whole litter?
No, two more.
What's the gender breakdown, John?
There's males and females.
Okay. You don't know how many of each?
No, I don't. But this is the whole litter. We got the whole litter.
How old are they?
We believe they're 8-9 weeks old. And
What happened to the mother?
the family didn't want to go through the hassle of finding them homes. They kept the mother, but they didn't want to try to place all the dogs and everything, so they just asked us to take the litter, which we always have great luck with. They get medium size, so they get in that 35-40 pound range. Some of them might get a little bit bigger, but they're about knee high usually, and they're in that, like I say, 35-40 pounds. The males might get a little bit bigger.
What do you think the breed is? Red?
They're red, yeah, they're red bone coonhounds is what they are. They may have some mix in there, we really don't know, but we know predominantly they are a coonhound.
When can they be spayed or neutered?
They're already done.
They're done already?
Yep. We do them all before they be available for house. Hey, you tough guy.
It's a little sibling rivalry.
You a little tough guy. Huh?
This is smaller dogs here.
So this is a new area. This has been repurposed for smaller dogs to have here in this area.
Yep.
This is the main kennel area. All new and renovated areas.
I was gonna say you can really hear much in here.
Our caregivers here, our technicians, the other thing that's really nice is, we develop the system so that they're able to take these dogs out, get them outside for some exercise in kennels outside, and actually take better care of the dogs the way we've set the kennels up. These are a couple of our vet technicians that help us to make sure that dogs stay, or any dogs that come in are healthy and stay healthy. If they're not healthy, we get them healthy, right?
Yep, absolutely.
And so,
What we do.
and
They
all
spay
of our
and neuter,
all of our animals are spayed and neutered before they leave here, before they're adopted out.
And microchipped.
Oh yeah, and microchip.
And how's the space situation now compared to before the renovation?
It's great.
Amazing.
It's so much better.
Half of this room used to be just our surgery corridor.
Yeah.
Half of this room. So it's doubled even for our office, and then surgery is about this size, a little bit bigger.
So this is the new surgery area.
And so this was part of the renovation that, this part did not exist. This was this whole area was added on so that we could properly care for the animals that come in here.
Last time.
Yeah. And then when the dogs are going through like need some medical care, they stay in these cages, or after they've had surgery, they keep them over here until they fully recover from whatever procedure they had done, and then they'll go into the adoptable cages. So until they're available to be adopted, they won't go into any of those cages that you just walked through. So these are also areas that they'll bring the dogs in before they go have their surgery. So if they pick up a dog, they pull in here, there's a gate they close behind them when they pick up a dog. They close the gate here, they'll bring the dog in here, so there's no way for the dog to get loose and go run around. It's all enclosed. So this is the area when the dogs first come in, they'll weigh them, see how much they weigh. They'll usually give them their first, I think it's called Bordetella.
Is that vaccine?
It's a vaccine, yeah. So this section to the right is where all the dogs are held when they first come in. As you know, we have to keep dogs for 3 days before we can put them up for adoption. So normally we put them in this area over here, keep them away from the dogs that are up for adoption. So when you go in here, it's going to be loud like it was, but you'll see the holding cells that the dogs are kept in for the first 3 days. We have to give the owner at least 3 days in order to reclaim their dog.
Okay.
Most likely it's probably some type of an aggressive dog. So they have no contact with each other. They can't see each other, they have no contact. It also keeps any type of, if they have any type of medical problems from getting to another dog, spreading diseases, things like that. It keeps it all in one area. These cages, if you notice, there's a door over there. We can drop. There's a guillotine, and we can drop down. Keep the dog on one side. We can clean this side. Bring the dog over here, close it, and clean the other side. It's just the same thing.
This area is all new. So this area that you're seeing here is added on in the renovation.
Well, the new organization has just worked amazing, and we spoke to this before, but, you know, with the sheriff and his staff, the command staff that's in place, you know, we have all the resources we need to be able to do the job as we need to do it here, obviously. We're getting dogs back to owners quicker, it seems like. When these officers are bringing the dogs in, they already have a general idea who the owner of those dogs might be. They've already left notice with those people, so those people are getting in here quicker to redeem their dogs, so they're not going to be held responsible, get cited for those dogs running at largely. Because the officer arrives, he talks to the people that are there. We may not see them the next day. Under the old model, it might have been the next day or two, someone was holding that dog for us till we could get out there to get it. Well, all those people are gone. That might have had information about, hey, I think that dog lives down the road, or I think it lives around the corner, or whatever. They're there when the officer arrives in real time. So he gathers that information. He might make her pass by the house, knock on the door, hey, you missing your dog? If they're not home, they stick a door notice on the door that says, hey, we picked up a dog in the neighborhood, we think it's your dog, write down their address, and then we check them when they come in. Oh yeah, they do have a dog at that address that matches that description, and we're able to follow up that way. So, you know, as an example, we had 75 dogs last month, just this past month, that we returned to the owners. That's one of the highest months that we've ever had returned to owners that I can remember in the 5 years that I've been here. Just the month of September.